Questioner: in your daily life, are you always conscious of your real estate? Maharaj: neither conscious nor unconscious. I do not need convictions. I live on courage. Courage is my essence, which is love of life. I am free of memories and anticipations, unconcerned with what I am and what I am not. I am not addicted to self description, Soham and Brahmasmi. I am He, I am the Supreme, are of no use to me. I have the courage to be as nothing and to see the world as it is. Nothing, it sounds simple. Just try it. But what gives you courage? Questioner. Maharaj, how perverted are your views? Need courage be given? Your question implies that anxiety is the normal state and courage is abnormal. It is the other way round. Anxiety and hope are born of imagination. I am free of both. I am simple being and I need nothing to rest on. Questioner: unless you know yourself, of what use is your being to you? To be happy with what you are, you must know what you are. Maharaj: being shines as knowing. Knowing is warm in love. It is all one. You imagine separations and trouble yourself with questions. Don't concern yourself overmuch with formulations. Pure being cannot be described. Questioner: unless a thing is knowable and enjoyable, it is of no use to me. It must become a part of my experience, first of all. Maharaj: you are dragging down reality to the level of experience. How can reality depend on experience when it is the very ground, adhar, to experience, of experience? Reality is in the very fact of experience, not in its nature. Experience is, after all, a state of mind, while being is definitely not a stand of mind, not a state of mind. Questioner: again, I am confused. Is being separate from knowing? Maharaj: the separation is an appearance. Just as the dream is not apart from the dreamer, so is knowing not apart from being. The dream is the dreamer, the knowledge is the knower. The distinction is merely verbal. Questioner: I can see now that Sat and Chit are one. But what about bliss, Ananda? Being and consciousness are always present together, but bliss flashes only occasionally. Maharaj: the undisturbed state of being is bliss. The disturbed state is what appears as the world. In non duality, there is bliss. In duality, experience. What comes and goes is experience with its duality of pain and pleasure. Bliss is not to be known. One is always bliss, but never blissful. Bliss is not an attribute. Questioner: I have another question to ask. Some yogis attain their goal, but it is of no use to others. They do not know or are not able to share. Those who can share what they have initiate others. Where lies the difference? Maharaj: there is no difference. Your approach is wrong. There are no others to help. A rich man, when he hands over his entire fortune to his family, has not a coin left to give a beggar. So is the wise man. Jnani is stripped of all his powers and possessions. Nothing, literally nothing, can be said about him. He cannot help anybody, for he is everybody. He is the poor and also his poverty, the thief and also his thievery. How can he be said to help when he is not apart. Who thinks of himself as separate from the world, let him help the world.